Okay, members, let's talk about Hollow Knight Silksong. I made about 90 gameplay VODs for this game so far. And kudos so far to Team Cherry. I learned about them because I didn't know a lot about Hollow Knight really. I played the first game not even an hour, made a few VODs for it. Um, then I learned a lot about Hollow Knight in general and Silksong in particular after playing it. I'm knocking on Act 2 right now. I'm knocking at the door of getting to Act 2 right now. Um, I used to love these type of games as a kid, these 2D platformers and stuff, but Hollow Knight Silksong basically at me being age 49 now basically exposed my age and my hands and everything, my thumbs and everything. It's a hardcore game. Okay, it's a hardcore 2D platformer, and like I said, after learning about it, the memes and how it's like Dark Souls 2 to Dark Souls, I could see that a little bit. Team Cherry did a great job. Okay, as far as crafting a hardcore action 2D Metrovania platformer with challenging as hell boss fights. Lots of nooks and crannies, lots of things to learn about the combat and how combat works, and finding NPCs that and it reminds me when I played Demon Souls a little bit in 2009, where everything was so new. I was so confused about playing. Like, why is this game so hard? Where do I go? That's kind of like what Hollow Knight Silksong has done. Um, Team Cherry, I learning about them and how they started off and stuff. I got a lot of respect for them. They must be really popular in old Oz right now. Huh? They're really great at making indie games. If this is even considered an indie game at this point, is Hollow Knight Silksong even a true indie game? If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. But um, so far, I'm having a blast with it, even though it's challenging as all hell. Game is fucking hard at some points. But you develop a flow in Hollow Knight Silksong like you do in like a lot of Soul games. You develop when you build. A lot of it has to do with how you build Hornet, the protagonist. You got to build her in a way that suits your playstyle, whether it's slashing downwards with certain types of crests that you have to discover. You have to beat challenges and stuff and find where to get the crest and learn how to do the pogo. I've been pogoing since the 80s with Mario. Okay, that's nothing new. But learning again after playing all these different type of games, these modern games and stuff, it was a pretty tough start learning how to do that and pull that back off again. But once you get like a Wanderer's Crest or a Reaper's Crest, it makes the game a little bit easier. I just love the discovery in the game. I love the visuals. I love the music. Like I said, I didn't play Hollow Knight that much. I don't know a lot about Hollow Knight, and come to find out after putting hours into Silksong, come to find out Silksong is just flat out harder, supposedly, right? I guess two masks get knocked off. I thought that was normal to a point because I wasn't paying attention to Hollow Knight. But Hollow Knight, I guess you get one mask knocked off. It's not as brutal difficulty wise. So yeah, I learned a lot. I learned this game is much more harder than the first. I learned bosses are just as more challenging, and the game starts off more challenging. I didn't know. I just thought I was old playing it like this is difficult. But it's fair. The gameplay is crisp. The gameplay mechanically is sound. Like, you just got to know how to play with Hornet and get her certain tools, certain ways to attack. Because she could change her attack. It is a weird, like a little role playing game with this Metrovania. How you gotta set her up so you could play a certain way to be good at the game and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of getting lost. It's a lot of discovery. Like the video playing now. Like, I just discovered this NPC and stuff, and they give quests. The story, basically, Hornet, the protagonist, was captured at the beginning of the game, and you're trying to find out why she was captured by the Citadel, and you're trying to go up. Like me, I'm thinking, as an old man, like, you're just a damn bug going up through the ground. That's what this whole damn game is about. But it's a great game. Okay, I think it's a great game, and having a lot of fun with it. All those challenges is all shit. I just got so many other games to play. I'm gonna definitely go back and finish this game when I get time. I got Borderlands 4 coming out, being delivered today, literally, so I can start that. But Hollow Knight Silksong, it's a great Metrovania. Keep in mind, I'm 49. I played so many 2D Metrovania. I played the original in 1987 and beat it. you found out that Samus was a woman, I was like, whoa. When I was in fourth grade, it was a crazy, amazing experience back then when I think about it. So Metrovanias, they always been Castlevania, the first Castlevania, brutal difficulty, So I grew up with these type of games. So to see a game so masterly made, that's an indie game, no doubt, is really impressive. So, and there's also rest benches. You gotta mark. You gotta just learn this game. And not everything's just thrown to you, handed to you. You gotta learn it. You gotta learn, how to use items, where the items are, how to solve side quests. Because side quests are actually important in this game. They have these powerful unlocks that Hornet can get and stuff. Fast traveling, using benches, pins, the map system, everything. You just gotta learn this stuff. And if you didn't play Hollow Knight much like I did, you're kind of jumping in Silksong fresh. You gotta understand it's a difficult game. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be for everybody. I really don't. I don't think it's really, especially for older guys who've been gaming off and on for their lifetime. It's brutal. I could see the younger folks really digging this game and stuff. It's a great game. It's a great, young or old. It's a great game. And trying to think anything else. The music. I love the music and I love the artwork. At first, I always thought that a lot of I don't like a lot of indie games personally because they remind me of games I played as a kid. I'm such a neophile when it comes to video games. But this game, I love it. I love how it looks. I love the feel of it. I love the challenging, the rage-inducing challenging a lot. So, I don't know. That's about it for Hollow Knight Silksong. Like I said, I will go back to this game and finish it. Members, make sure you check out the website, Jason's Video Game Source, streams. Matter of fact, I got a Hollow Knight stream right now of gameplay that I made up heading into Act 2 being streamed right now on the YouTube. Jason'sVideoGameSource.com. And members, always thank you for becoming a member. Much respect. That's about it. If this is the type of game, you get it. I mean, it's a very, very popular game. It's a trending game. And best wishes to Team Cherry, and you did a great job making this game. Later.